Hi everyone, very good morning. Welcome back to the session. So
Yes,
yesterday, yeah, yesterday we were discussing about waterfall model and then product-based company versus service-based company. Now take down the heading: product-based company versus service-based company. Product-based company versus service-based company. Then small heading: product-based company. Small subheading: product-based company. These companies they develop their product. These company they develop the product. These companies they will develop the product. These companies they will develop the product. They will develop the product with their core team members. With their core team members, these companies they will develop the product with their core team members. With their core team members, which includes which includes the architects, technical team, architects, which includes architects, technical team, which includes architect, technical team, which includes architect, technical team, architect, technical team, finance team, and HR team, finance team, HR team, and marketing team, finance team, HR team, and marketing team, finance team, HR team, and marketing team. Full stop. They are not depending on any of the teams in terms of development or marketing. They're not depending on any of the teams or companies. They're not depending on any of the they're not depending on any of the wait like this you write down. They're not depending on any of the company. They're not depending on any of the company for a development or marketing. They're not depending on any of the company. They're not depending on any of the company for development or marketing. Full stop. Next slide. Once they develop the software, once they develop the software or a product, anything is fine. Once they develop the software, once they develop the software, once they develop the software, they will go and launch it in the market with their own marketing team, strategies. Once they develop the product or software, they'll go and launch it in the market They'll go and launch it in the market. They'll go and launch it in the market with their marketing team strategies. With their marketing team strategies. With their marketing team strategies. Full stop. Based on the end user behavior like us. Based on the end user behavior like us. Based on the end user behavior like us, they will be making a they will be making a revenue out of it. They will be making a revenue, means money, whatever the transaction. Based on the end user behavior like us, they will be making a revenue out of it. Full stop. In product based company, it's good to learn more technical. It's in product based company, we get a chance to learn more technical with the various tools. Next line. In product based company, we get to learn more technical with a lot of tools, with a lot of new tools. In product based company, we get to learn a more technical with a lot of new tools. More technical with a lot of new tools in a ad hoc manner. In an ad hoc manner, ADHOC, ad hoc means not fixed. This one only I want to use it for another 10 years. They'll be keep on changing because end of the day they have to run their business, so they'll be keep on exploring the new product in ad hoc manner. Okay, now let's have a simple calculation. How many of you are using phone pay? Raise your hands. How many of you are using phone pay? Only three fellows are using phone pay. Remaining fellows not using. Okay. Whenever you go and okay, now you can lower your hands. Click on that and lower your hands. When you go and recharge your mobile SIM card from PhonePe, how much they are charging as a platform fees? Anybody aware that? Hmm.
3 rupees.
How
Three
much?
rupees.
Very good.
3 rupees.
3 rupees. Now let's look at here. Okay. What is the? We'll go ahead with GPT. Chat GPT. Um, maybe later. Get me the live user count of uh, OnePay. As per March 2025, PhonePe has crossed 600 million, means 60 crore registered user across India. Across India. PhonePe around 140 million daily active users. 140 million daily active users. Okay, assume that you remove 10 crore people, maybe they will not recharge their mobile. But remaining 50 crore people, they'll recharge their mobile through PhonePe. Let's do simple calculation. Oh, 50 crores. Correct? Huh? 50 lakhs and 50 crores, this is calculator.
50
Another two zeros.
Now, correct? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Into per person they're charging 3 rupees. How much funding they got?
150 crores.
Who is doing a funding for PhonePe?
One
PhonePe investors or end users?
investors.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ತಲೆ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸೋ ಪೈಲೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸಾ ಫೋನ್ ಪೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಲ್ಲ? ಹಾ?
No, sir, we are end user actually.
I understand the question and then answer. So who's investing on now? Who is investing on in phone pay? Investors or end users?
End
We are end
users.
user.
End
End
users.
users. So who's doing the funding now? Investors or
End
end
Us,
users?
users. End
end
users.
user.
End users.
So phone pay, how they're making money based on the customer usage, right? So in a year or maybe every 6 months, you assume that they are making 150 crores. In a year, approximately they'll make 300 crores from the end user only. Plus, you will see a lot of ads which are running, right? For that, they'll make a lot of. Initially, they've invested. Yes, they have spent a lot of money. For 2 to 3 years, they did not even charge. For 3 years, they did not even charge single rupee. Then they increased platform fees to 1 or 1.5 rupees. Then they suddenly increased to 3 rupees. Now we all are addicted, like how Geo has done in the beginning stage, right? He said free, free, free. Everybody thrown Airtel. Now everybody want Airtel, but Airtel is also same price nowadays. Same way, we all got addicted, and that is how they are making a revenue now. Okay, so this is just for knowledge purpose. How the product-based companies will make money based on the end user usage or behavior. Okay, now example for product-based companies, you can write down PhonePay, Upstock, Grow, PhonePay, Upstock, Grow, PhonePay, Upstock, Grow, come on, Angel One, Angel One, TCS, and TCS is also they have their own product, Tata Click. Or there are so many. Okay, Tata Neo, like that. There are so many products they have. TCS, come on, Infosys, come on, Amazon, come on, Sony, etc. So yesterday, why I canceled presentation is like I was having a meeting till 11. Even today also, I have a meeting till 11. So I'll not be able to track your presentation. So that's the reason I'll keep it on Friday, Monday, Tuesday. I will only personally monitor and then assign a mentor. I'll do some corrections if anybody is doing wrong, and then I'll assign a mentor. So, okay, done. Product-based company is over. Next, a service-based company. Heading service-based company. These companies, they are depending on the. These companies, they are depending on their. These companies, they are depending on their end customers. They're depending on their end customers. They're depending on their end customers. In terms of projects, it might be a development or a testing. In terms of a project, it might be a development or testing. It might be a development or testing. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It might be a development or testing, full stop. Service-based companies, they will have a lakhs of employees. Lakhs of employees. But they will be working on consulting model. But they will be working on consulting model. They'll be working on consulting model. Like consulting means, okay, let's say you are a customer. Let's say you are a Nielsen customer. The company name, client name is Nielsen. I'm a TCS. I'll talk to you. Hey Nielsen, do you need engineers? It might be a development or testing, or give us a project. We will do the development and we will give it to you. We'll give a quotation once they give a project. So if customers say Nielsen, all your TCS employees should come to my location, then they will send the engineers to the Nielsen location. Example, you take Tech Mahindra or Capgemini or Infosys, even TCS. Earlier, when I was working in a previous company, they were not having a penetration engineers. There is a role called penetration test engineers. They were not having the resources. Even LTI Mindtree also. They reached us. They took an engineer from us. They deployed to Philips. They deployed to Philips. So that employee is a permanent for our company. Let's say the company name is Teamlease. The next second consultancy is Mindtree. Through Mindtree, he has been deployed to Philips. So look at the contract wise how it is rolling from Nielsen, from TCS, sorry, from Teamlease, he went to Mindtree. From Mindtree, he has been deployed to Philips. Now Philips knows Mindtree that, okay, oh, this fellow is from Mindtree. But Mindtree knows that this fellow is from Teamlease. Now who's paying salary to him? Who will pay salary? Hmm. So he's an employee of,
Philips.
I'm saying contract. He's not a permanent employee.
Team lead. Team lead, sir.
Yes, Teamlease is going to pay the salary. Mindtree, they will take a billing from them. For example, now I am paying 1 lakh rupees from Teamlease to him. So I would have billed 1.5 lakhs to Mindtree. But Mindtree, they would have billed 3.5 lakhs to the Philips. So how much Mindtree is making money? We are paying 1 lakh rupees to the employer. But Mindtree is paying 1.5 lakhs to the Teamlease. But they have billed the customer 3.5 lakhs. So how much is the profit?
2 lakh.
2 lakh rupees is the net profit which Mindtree is making without any employee, without taking any employee. Is he an employee of Mindtree?
No, sir.
Oh, no, sir.
Yeah, you understood how these companies will work? So this is what happens. Okay, even I saw that even you go to TCS, Infosys, every company. Okay, once you reach maybe 12, 13 years, you have to get into the management role. They will push you to go to the management role because you have to play this kind of role to run their business. Otherwise, no option. But yes, initially for 10 plus years, you will be in a technical stuff. But it doesn't mean that everybody will go to management. I've seen there are people who have 16 years experience, they're still in technical, but you will not grow your career still if you're only in technical. The sales team is the highest paid in the IT industry. Sales team is the highest paid in the IT industry, but there'll be a lot of pressure, tension will be there. I've seen it, I've experienced it. Even though I was making a good money in my first company, but I have experienced that. Okay, every day you will be having that tension, pressure. Okay, you feel like you want to go and booze, you want to go and do smoke. I never done it, I never addicted, but I've seen many of my friends. That is how that pressure will be there. Maybe Pawan might be knowing that. You're into the same field or different?
No, sir. Presently now I'm sales only. Earlier also I was in IT sales actually when I
Okay.
joined first early.
You'll see the lot of targets, huh?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So in service-based company, it's good to learn process. Hey, you should go this time only. You should log the bug here only. You should message the developer this time only. You should not message separately. Like that, there will be a lot of rules, regulations will be there, and you should not go and download any of the company, let's say policy procedures. You should not share it to anybody, and you have to every 6 months there will be a trainings will be there. You have to complete those trainings, and they're going to monitor based on that. You will be getting a performance hike. Like that, there will be a lot of rules and regulations will be there. It's good to learn process, and work life balance will be very good in service based company, but vitamin M will be little less. I hope you understood. Vitamin M means money, so it will be a little less, but work life balance will be very good. Okay, write down till where you have written last point. Can anyone read it? Can anyone read last point what you have written?
They will be working on consulting model.
Yeah, they'll be working on consulting model, which means they deploy the engineers, which means they deploy the engineers, or they'll give a service to the customers, or they'll give a service to the customers. They'll give a service to the customers. Service to the customer, full stop. So service companies business is driven by their end customer behavior. Means if they're saying no project, here no money, firing will start. Firing means they'll start removing employees when there is no project. So service-based company business is completely driven by service-based company. Service-based company, their business is completely driven by service-based companies. Their business is completely driven by their business is completely driven by their end customer behavior, end customers or a client's behavior. End customers behavior. End customers behavior. Example for service based company, take down Accenture, Infosys, TCS, Tech Mahindra, even Microsoft. Even though they are product based company, but they are service based company, both. Take these companies also. These are all service based company. Take down Accenture, Infosys, TCS, Tech Mahindra, even Microsoft. You know they are product based company, but they are service based company, both. Take these companies also. These are all service based company. Completed? Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now the next model is a spiral model. Don't write anything, just look at it. Let's say, okay, so we have various stages. So we have a requirement collection, design stage, development, coding or development, and then testing. We're going to develop a feature A, feature B, feature C, feature D, or maybe login page, home page, add to cart, or say product description page. Like that, we're going to develop the pages. Okay, I have already written the diagram. I'll just try to bring that. For old batches, I have done it. Spiral, yes, I hope I have it. BNB waterfall, new one, anything is there here? This one only, I'll take it. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, same thing, whatever I just now wrote and erased, right? Same thing only. Okay, so A means feature A, feature B, feature C, feature D. You assume that A means login page. If you go to any of the application, there'll be a lot of feature. Let's say OMS made. There's a company here, Mom's Made. Okay. There's one parents. Baby's World. Baby's World. Baby World. Website is there. Yeah, here. Baby's World. Here, shop, is it? Not this one. This is different. Baby's World. Okay. Baby World. Okay. So this is a website where you can buy the toys, diapers. One more is there. This one, Baby World Clothing. See here, this is also one website where you can go and buy the clothes. Okay. So it has got by default any website, the login page will be there. Yes, see here, create your account or login, cart page is there, search is there, contact us, collection, shop, new arrival, home, like this features will be there. So you assume that the A, B, C, D, these are all the 4 features of an application. Just an example. So now let's discuss about the spiral model. So what is a spiral model? First question, why we call it a spiral? If you look at the diagram, it is kind of a spiral binding only, right? So that is the reason they use the word spiral. And it is a step-by-step procedure to develop the software. Example. So whenever customer gives the requirements, let's say this is requirement collection stage. Whenever customer gives the requirements, look at here. So he'll give a requirement of feature A. RA means requirement of feature A. RA. Business analyst or product analyst, they'll go and talk to the customer. They'll collect the requirements. Those requirements will be in the form of business language. They translate into software language, and then they'll send it to the designing team. Now, designing team, they'll do the designing of feature A. Like high level design, low level design, they'll design. Once the designing is completed, then they'll send it to the development team. Now development team, they'll start doing a coding of feature A. CA means coding of feature A. They start doing a development of feature A, which includes all the developers. They'll start writing a code. This is the stage actual product development starts. So once development is completed, they will send the software to the testing team. So A means testing of the feature A. So all the test engineers, they'll start testing the software. If they find any of the bug, immediately they'll throw it back. Hey, developer, there is a bug in the software. Fix it. Now you'll go, you'll fix it again, he'll send it back. So this process will continue until testing team says, yes, it's good to go. Then at this, in this stage, look at here, we are going to deliver the software to the customer. Yes, boss, we have developed feature A, take it up. You go, if you want to check, you can check and give me the next requirement. Then he'll give a requirement of feature B. He's not going to give all the requirements at a time. He'll go step by step. He'll tell, Magane, first you develop one feature, show me that, and then I'll give a next requirement. Till then, I'll not give. That is the reason we say spiral model is a step by step or standard procedure to develop the new software. So in order to overcome the drawback of waterfall model, we are going with a spiral model. Because in waterfall model, we used to give all the requirements at a time. Customer used to give all the requirements at a time. He was keep on waiting. Okay, I'll get a product in 6 months. I'll get a product in 1 year. But those buggers, developers and testers, they say, hey, sorry, we could not meet the deadline. We need another 6 months extra. Again, they'll push it for another 6 months. But here, not like that. If you give next requirement, like if you deliver the features, then only you'll get a next requirement, then only you'll get a money. Otherwise, no. So in order to overcome the drawback of waterfall model, we go with a spiral model. We go with a spiral model. So like the spiral model is mainly used whenever there's a dependency between the features. Okay, you tell me, if I want to go to this website, let us say income tax department. I want to file the IT returns. You tell me, without login, will you be able to go and do the filing?
No, sure.
All right. So login feature is a first. Then once you log in, so this is home page. Assume that there's a home page or main page. Okay. Once you click on log, this is a landing page. I can say that in tax portal. It's a landing page. So landing page and then next login. Once you log in, then only you'll go inside the, like you can say, account page or maybe home page. Here they have given the name home. They have given a name home only. This is a home page, I guess. Maybe once you log in, then only you'll be able to go inside your account. Otherwise, no. So there is a dependency. Once you log in, then only you'll go inside your application. So login itself is a separate page, and then account itself is a separate page. Register itself is a separate feature. So they do the link in the back end. They'll link. Once they log in, they should be able to go inside. Once they register, they'll be able to log in. Like that interconnection will be there. So dependency means once I develop feature A, then only I can develop feature B. Then only I can develop feature C. Then only I can develop feature D. That there is a dependency. In that time, we go with the spiral model. Let us say a customer want 4 features in the software. Let's say feature A, feature B, feature C, feature D. But customer will give a requirements in stage by stage. First, he'll give a requirement of feature A, business analyst or product analyst, they'll go collect the requirements. Those requirements will be in the form of business language. They'll translate into software language. Again, the process will continue. Design, coding, testing. Once we deliver, then he'll give a requirement of feature B. Now tell me, how many features we have developed? Customer just now given a requirement B now. Total, how many features are there in the software? How many we have developed?
Two. We have developed two.
2.
One is done. Second one is given now.
Listen carefully. Understand the question. Customer just now given the requirement of feature B. Still we have not developed. How many features we have developed?
One.
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 What is the feature?
That is login.
Feature name. What is the feature? Feature name.
Login.
A. Look at that.
Feature A. Feature A.
Login.
Okay.
What is the feature name?
Login.
Madam, RE and the requirement of feature A. So what is feature name? Feature is A. Okay, we have developed it.
Okay.
Then, okay, so RA means requirement. None, I have written it separately for each stage, just for your understanding purpose. Okay. So now RB ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ requirement of feature B. RB, okay, DB means design of feature B, like that. Okay. So now once customer gives the requirement of feature B, again the same process will continue. So designing team, they'll do the designing of feature B, development team, they'll do the development of feature B. They will also consider integration between feature A and feature B. They have to take care, and then they'll give it to the testing team. Now, while testing team testing the feature B first, because they have to test both the features, because chances are they're developing a new feature, it would have broken the old feature or it would have impacted the old feature. So we have to test both. So we test feature B first, then we test old feature A once again, and then we test the integration between, means the data flow between feature A and feature B. We check. Means once you enter the valid username, valid password, click on login. Yes, it is logging in successfully, but you are not able to go inside that account page. You're not getting account page. It is logging in, but you're not getting account page. Integration is not done properly. Or maybe you are entering a valid username, valid password, click on login button is not working at all. So there might be a backend issues. So that's the reason we do the integration testing between both the features. So once it is working fine, we deliver this feature to the customer. So we have delivered feature A and feature B to the customer. Then customer will give a requirement of feature C. The same process will continue. Like the designing team, they do the designing of feature C. Development team, they do the development or coding of feature C. And then they'll give it to the testing team. Now testing team, while testing the feature C, first they'll test feature C, then they'll test the old feature, feature B, then they'll test the old feature A, and they check the integration between feature C and B and A. Means, okay, first assume that feature A means a register. First I will register. After register, feature B, I will log in. I'll check because after registration, you should be able to log in the connection. Yes, after login, you should be able to get a account page. That's feature C. So interconnection. All this should be working. The data flow should work. Data flow means if you have registered only, you can log in. If you have account, then only you'll get account page. So there is a connection. I hope all of you are understanding what I'm trying to explain. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is how the connection will be there. So once we develop and deliver, yes, then customer will give a requirement of feature D. The process will continue like this. This entire process, we call it as spiral model project development. Spiral model project development. Okay. So in spiral model, there are a lot of advantages we have. So whenever customer wants to change the requirements, yes, he can request the changes. Here, look at here. In this stage is there, no? Whenever I'm coming and delivering, for example, hey customer, take the requirement of A, like whatever you given, I've developed and I'm giving you. Now, while giving requirement B, he can request for changes. Hey, I wanted some changes in the feature A, you already done a development. You take requirement of feature B. Along with that, I want you to make some changes in the feature A, which you already developed. So while giving a delivery of feature A and B, you should give a modified feature A plus new feature B development. Both you have to deliver. And for example, say you developed feature A, feature B, feature C. Now customer is giving a requirement of feature D. He can request, hey, I want you to make some changes in the feature B. We already done a development. He'll request here. If it is small changes, yes, we will deliver it along with the feature D, we will deliver. But he is asking 90% need to rework, then we are going to charge extra money. That we'll discuss. How to handle major changes in the spiral model, how to handle minor changes in the spiral model. That's a separate topic. So now advantage, requirement changes are allowed in the spiral model. Perfect. In waterfall model, it's not allowed. So once we develop one feature, then only we go for developing the next feature. That is one of the advantage. And testing, look at here, we are doing testing in every cycle before we go to the next phase. Without testing feature A, we don't go directly to the feature B. So testing is done in every cycle before we go to the next cycle. And here customer gets an opportunity to see the software, or he can use the software. Customer gets an opportunity to use the software after every cycle, or he can do the testing also. Spiral model is a very controlled model. Means first we take a requirement of one module, we do the design, development, and testing. If it is stable, we deliver it, and then only we go for next module. Remember, module, 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 or a feature, all are same, no difference. But model is different. Model, model is different. When I talk about module or a feature, same. Let's say login feature or a login module. Some people they call it as a login module. Some people they call it as a login feature. All are same, no confusion. But model is different. Okay. Drawbacks, sometimes these buggers, developers only they will be involved in testing. Earlier, they used to do the testing. If developer involved in testing, what happens? Even though mistakes are there, he will not highlight because he only developed. No, if he highlight, then his code is wrong. Everybody starts scolding. What kind of a code you have written? That is a problem earlier. And requirement changes not allowed inside the cycle. Means customer only request in this stage. He cannot come in between while doing a coding. Hey, I want you to make some changes. No, it's not allowed inside a cycle. But between while going to the next cycle, he can request. Again, here requirement collection is not tested. Designing stage is not tested. There might be a bugs. And if you look at every model of a spiral model, like every stage of a spiral model, requirement collection, designing, coding, testing, looks like a waterfall model. So it's a drawback. So where are we going to use this model? Applications. Whenever there is a dependency in building a software, we go with the spiral model. And whenever customer gives the requirement stage by stage, means first I'll give a feature A, you develop it, deliver, then I'll give a feature B, deliver it, then I'll give a feature C. The customer is giving the requirements in stage by stage. That time we go with this spiral model. This is about spiral model. Now please take down the notes. Heading spiral model, take down this diagram. Just take down the diagram. I'll be back in a minute. This is feature C. As of now, don't take this major changes, the circle, whatever I have added, and then minor changes, these circles, except that you take entire diagram. Don't write major changes in module B, minor changes in module C, and don't write those circles. Apart from that, you take the entire diagram. Let me know once it's completed. Completed, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Write down. Spiral model, it's a step-by-step procedure. Spiral model, it's a step-by-step procedure. It's a step-by-step procedure to develop the new software. To develop the new software. We'll stop. Next line. In order to overcome the drawback of waterfall model, in order to overcome the drawback of waterfall model, we go with a spiral model. In order to overcome the drawback of waterfall model, we go with a spiral model. Full stop. Spiral model is mainly used. Spiral model is mainly used when there is a dependency. When there is a dependency between the features or modules. 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 Full stop. Let us consider a customer want. Let us consider customer want. Let us consider a customer wants. Let us consider a customer wants. Let us consider a customer wants 4 features to be developed. 4 features to be developed. Let us consider a customer wants 4 features to be developed. 4 features to be developed, like feature A, B, C, and D. 4 features to be developed, like feature A, B, C, and D. Full stop. He will give a requirements in stage by stage. He will give a requirements in stage by stage. He'll give a requirements in stage by stage. Full stop. Write down stage one. Small subheading. Stage one in front of that. Whenever customer is ready to give the requirements, wait. Stage one. You continue. Spiral model has got various stages like stage one in front of that. Spiral model has got various stages like requirement collection, comma design, comma coding, and testing. Requirement collection, comma design, comma coding, and testing. And testing. Stop. Full stop. Whenever customer is ready to give the requirement, continuation. Whenever customer is ready to give the requirements, whenever customer is ready to give the requirements, whenever customer is ready to give the requirements, business analyst, they'll go meet the customer. Business analyst, they will go meet the customer. Business analyst, they'll go meet the customer. Business analyst, they'll go meet the customer. Business analyst, they'll go meet the customer. They'll go meet the customer. Meet the customer. Meet the customer. Come on, understand the customer business. 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 And they'll gather the requirement of feature A. They'll gather the requirement of feature A. They'll gather the requirement of feature A. Full stop. Full stop. These requirements will be in the form of business language. These requirements will be in the form of business language. They will translate into software language. They means business analyst. They will translate into software language. and then they will send it to the, and then they will send it to the, and then they will send it to the designing team. And then they'll send it to the designing team. Then they'll send it to the designing team. Full stop. Now designing team, they'll do the designing of feature A. Now designing team, they'll do the designing of feature A. Now designing team, they'll do the designing of feature A. They'll do the designing of feature A. And then they'll do the designing of feature A according to the requirements. According to the requirements. Designing team, they'll do the designing of feature A according to the requirements. According to the requirements. And then they'll send it to the development team. Designing team, they'll do the designing of feature A according to the requirements, and then they'll send it to the development team. Full stop. Full stop. Continuation now. Development team, they'll start writing the code for feature A. Development team, they'll start writing a code for feature A. Development team, they'll start writing a code for feature A. Development team, they'll start writing a code for feature A. 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 Once it is completed, they will send it to the testing team. Once it is completed, they will send it to testing team. They will send it to testing team. Testing team. Full stop. Now testing team, they'll test the feature A. Now testing team, they'll test the feature A. Now testing team, they'll test the feature A according to the requirement specification. Now testing team, they'll test the feature A according to the requirement specification. Now testing team, they'll test the feature A according to the requirement specification. Testing team, they'll test the feature according to the requirement specification. If they find any of the defects, 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 immediately they'll report it back to development team. If they find any of the defects, if they find any of the defects, immediately they'll report it back to, immediately they'll report it back to, immediately they'll report it back to immediately they'll report it back to development team. Immediately they'll report it back to development team. Full stop. Now development team, they will fix those issues. Now development team, they will fix those issues. Now development team, they'll 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 fix those issues. Development team fix those issues. Again, send it back to testing team. Development team, they'll fix those issues. Again, send it back to testing team. Again, send it back to testing team. Full stop. This process will continue. This process will continue Wait, can anyone read the notes, whatever you've written now? Just want to check once again. Yeah, from beginning, spiral model. Who want to read? Quick. Initiative.
Sir, stage 1.
Rakesh, ನೀನೇನೋ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ? ಪವನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. It's fine, leave it. I'll give a chance to people who don't speak. Rakesh, yeah, RS, are you there? ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ dumb.
Yes, sir.
I'll not accept. Yes, can you read it? Read the notes.
Yes, sir.
Spiral model is step by step process developing the new software.
ನಿನ್ನ
Yes.
ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಸ್ಪೈರಲ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್. ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಯಾ ಎದ್ದಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಗಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡು, ನೀಟಾಗಿ.
Yes, sir.
ಹಾ, ರೆಡಿ ರೆಡಿ.
Spiral model is step by step procedure develop the new software. In add to overcome the waterfall model, we go with the spiral model. Spiral model is the mainly used when there
ಅಣ್ಣ, ನೀನ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ನನ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ, ನೀನ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ನೀನ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೋರೇನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ರೀಡ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪವನ್? ಅಕ್ಷತಾ ಪಾಟೀಲ್, ಸಾರಿ ಆದಿತ್ಯ ಬೇಡ, ಅಕ್ಷತಾ
Yes.
ಪಾಟೀಲ್. ಎಸ್ ಮೇಡಮ್.
Spiral model, it is a step-by-step procedure to develop the new software. In
ರಾಕೇಶ್,
order,
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
in
ನೋಡ್ತಾ
order,
ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಫೈನ್. ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಓದಕ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೋ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ. ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೋ. ಯು ಆರ್ ಅ ಫ್ರೆಶರ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಔಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ.
in order to over, in order to overcome the drawback of waterfall model, we go with the spiral model. Spiral model is mainly used when there is a dependency between the features or modules. Let us consider the customer wants 4 features to be developed, like feature A, B, C, and D. He will give a requirement in stage by stage. Spiral model has got various stages like requirement collection, design, coding, and testing. Whenever stage one, whenever customer is ready to give the requirement, business analyst, they will go make the understand the customer business and they will gather the requirements of feature A. These requirement will be in the form of business language. They will translate it to software language and then they will send it to the designing team. Now designing team, they will do the designing of feature A according to the requirement and then they will send it to the development team. Development team, they will start writing the code for feature A. Once it is completed, they will send it to the testing team. Now the testing team, they will test the feature A according to the customer specification. If they find any of the defects immediately, they will report it back to the development team. Now development team, they will fix those issues again, send it back to the testing team. This process will continue.
This process will continue. Okay. This process will continue until testing team says that feature A is ready to release to the customer. Until testing team says that until testing team says that ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗು, ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗು, ಕಾವ್ಯ ಕರ್ಕೋ. Until testing team says that feature A is ready to be released. Until testing team says that feature A is ready to be released. Full stop. Oh wait, until testing team says that feature A is ready to be released, put a comma, don't put full stop, ready to be released. Finally, we'll deliver the feature A to the customer. Finally, we deliver the feature A to the customer. Finally, we deliver the feature A to the customer. We deliver the feature A to the customer. Full stop. Next, stage 2. Next line, stage 2. Once we deliver the feature A to the customer, once we deliver the feature A to the customer, once we deliver the feature A to the customer, once we deliver the feature A to the customer, once we deliver the feature A to the customer, he will give a requirement of feature B. He'll give a requirement of feature B. He will give a requirement of feature B. He'll give a requirement of feature B. Full stop. Designing team, they'll do the designing of feature B. Designing team, they will do the designing of feature B, comma. Development team, they will do the coding of feature B. Designing team, they'll do the designing of feature B, comma. Development team, they'll do the coding of feature B. Development team, they'll do the coding of feature B, and then they'll send it to the, and then they will send it to the, and then they will send it to the, and then they will send it to the testing team. And then they will send it to the testing team. Stop. Testing team, while testing the feature B, 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 they do the following testing. They do the following testing. Point number 1, they do the following testing. Point number 1, they will test the feature B. They will test the feature B. Point number 2, they will test the feature A. They will test the feature A. They will test the feature A because chances are there, because chances are there it would have been broken, because chances are there it would have been broken. It would have been broken. Chances are there it would have been broken. It would have been broken because of the new changes or a new feature. Because of the new changes or a new feature. We'll stop. Point number 3. Am I fast or is it okay? The speed. Should I go slow?
No, sir, it is okay.
Fine, right? Okay. Once again, I'll repeat point number 2. So they'll test the feature A because chances are there it might have broken because of the changes or a new feature. Point number 3, or maybe point 1, 2, 3. Point number 3. They will test the integration between feature A and feature B. They will test the integration between feature A and feature B. They will test the integration between feature A and feature B to make sure they will test the integration between feature A and feature B to make sure the data flow is working properly. To make sure the data flow is working properly. Done? Completed?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Next, stage 3. Once we deliver the feature B to the customer, once we deliver the feature B to the customer, once we deliver the feature B to the customer, put a comma. Designing team, they do the designing of feature C, and development team, they do the development of feature C. Designing team, they do the designing of feature C. Designing team, they'll do the designing of feature C. Designing team, they'll do the designing of feature C. And development team, they do the coding of feature C. Development team, they do the coding of feature C and send it to the testing team. Development team, they do the coding of feature C and send it to the testing team. Testing team does the following types of testing. Testing team does the following types of testing. Point number 1, they test the feature C. Second point, they test the feature B. Point number 3, they test the feature A. Point number 4, they test the integration between feature A and B and C. They test the integration between feature A and B and C. They test the integration between feature A and B and C. Full stop. Next separate line. Next line. Finally, we deliver the feature C to the customer. Finally, we deliver the feature C to the customer. Finally, we deliver the feature C to the customer. Finally, we deliver the feature C to the customer. Stop. Finally, we deliver the feature C to the customer. Full stop. The same process will continue for D and other modules. or other features. The same process will continue for feature D and other features. The same process will continue. The same process will continue for feature D and other features. The same process will continue for feature D and other features. Feature D and other features. Feature D and other features. Full stop. This entire process, we call it as spiral model project development. This entire process, we call it as spiral model project development. Spiral model project development. Done?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So tomorrow we'll discuss about the advantage, disadvantage applications. I'll give the notes, and then we'll discuss about what is major changes, what is minor changes, and then we'll move on to the next model, that is a prototype model we'll discuss. Okay, I'll stop it. Tomorrow you'll have a presentation. Tomorrow night I'll keep a presentation. Okay, there you present waterfall model. Any questions? Any
Okay, sir.
doubts?
I had one doubt. Like in presentation, you mean like we have to explain the concept, or we have to?
Yeah, you have to explain the concept. Okay, you don't have to, if you want to prepare a PPT and present, that is also good. You present PPT and you can speak in the call by turning on the camera. That is also fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
it's up to you. You take your own decision, the creativity. Based on that, you'll be having a points.
Got it.
Thank you. I'll stop the recording.